Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. I am Grim. Welcome back. Cue the intro. Hey, yeah, I don't have an intro. That was kind of a reference from Pastor Joe back in Viking Preparedness early days, where he used to, introduce himself, and he always said cue the intro, and he'd go dun dun dun, show you a cup of coffee or something odd like that. I always liked those videos. They were cool and awesome. I don't know why he stopped doing it. I guess some trolls or something said that they got tired of it. Hey, I thought it was fun. But, hey, I can make an intro, but I'm not going to, because who really needs an intro? I don't know. YouTube tells me I need an intro. YouTube says a better production quality means more subscribers. I don't know. I don't pay attention to YouTube. They can shove it. Anyway, today I'm talking about food shortage, October 1st. You know, good time of year. I like this time of year, October 1st. Yeah, we're into the fall harvest season. The problem is we're not harvesting. Quite literally, we are not harvesting, and that's what the video is about. Food and an attitude check. I need an attitude check, according to my boss, and I'll get into that later in the video, so stick around. But anyway, we're having food problems, in case you didn't know. Yeah. So, 0% harvest so far. 0%, except for in my area. I think that it was right around 1 to 2% in, Indiana, Ohio, somewhere right around there. I can tell you, northern Indiana over the weekend got a lot of rain. Northern Indiana, northern Illinois, of course, Wisconsin, Michigan, places like that. And before the weekend, I can tell you, I seen a lot of harvesters out. I seen a lot of them. I seen the harvest trucks. I seen everything. There's a lot of fields that they were trying to get to before the rains hit. They really were. They didn't. Not all of them. Well, they got some, but not all. But I can tell you, as of this week, it's completely stopped. I have been recording videos for the last 2 days. I will have a compilation video up for you this weekend. I promise I'll get it up this weekend. If I have to stay up all night to do it, I will do it, because this is things you really need to see. The floods up north are unbelievable. They are flooding out all of our cornfields. And this, of course, is preventing us from harvesting the corn. Like I said, they were trying to do it before the rains hit. The rains hit. They are no longer doing it. They stopped. Complete dead stop. And I'll tell you why, is their tractors are sinking. Ice Age Farmer, of course, has a video up. He showed one of the things. He showed a tractor stuck in the mud in a field somewhere. I don't know where it was, but I can tell you, I've seen trucks out in the field stuck. Trucks like mine have to drive out into cornfields and drive along right next to the combines, and they dump the crap into the top of the trailer, and yeah, that's how that works. Trucks have to drive out in the cornfields. They're heavier than the tractors that are out in the cornfields. Trucks and tractors are getting stuck in the cornfields because it's too wet and too flooded, and I have a lot of video of a lot of flooded cornfields. I will be getting it up this weekend. And of course, the big news has been snow. Snow in Montana, southern parts of Canada, which are northern parts of the United States. 9-foot snow drifts. I've seen videos of 9-foot snow drifts. An average snowfall of 4 feet fell throughout those areas. You know what this did? This prevented us from planting winter crops, fall and winter crops that usually get planted this type of year. You can look up what kind of plants they do it, but they do plant winter and fall crops this time of year. Not this year. It's just no way to do it. Parts like Indiana, things like that, where they still, and Michigan, where they still plant fall and winter crops, they also can't plant there because same thing in the spring. We had too much rain. Ground is too soft. They cannot get their equipment out there. Modern agriculture at its finest. Get the biggest, heaviest machine, plant the biggest, largest field, and when one small thing goes wrong, it breaks the entire system. That's what's happened. That is literally what has happened. All right, rice harvest down south. It's being affected by drought in South America, Mexico. Drought. I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know. My notes are, yeah, sugarcane. That's what it was. There are 50% less sugarcane coming out of Mexico because of drought conditions. It has been damaged, if not destroyed. At least half of it. Yeah. Well, you people that like sugar in your coffee. I like mine black. But people like sugar in your coffee. Nope. You better start drinking black coffee, or I don't know. What is it? Stevia, or I don't know, the alternate GMO sweeteners they put in stuff, where they squeeze some beaver and they take the, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, yeah, natural flavors. I mean, they get it from a gland in the beaver's butt. I mean, just look it up. I'll make another video on beaver butt another day. How's that sound? Anyway, trucks have been stuck. Rice has been harvesting. Winter planting has completely gone up. Global wheat production decrease, according to the USDA. Yeah, they caught on. Well, what's it been, 8 months later? They caught on finally. So yeah, I'm not even going to go there about their level of yeah, I'm trying not to be cynical. I'm really trying not to be. I'll be cynical later in the video when I talk about my attitude readjustment. But anyway, Yeah, the USDA, global wheat decrease. They actually said it. It's on their website. In the UK, wheat failure due to rain. They're flooding in the UK, and all their wheat crops are not being harvested, if they ever will. Corn crops in my area are very immature still. A lot of them are still green. This time of year, they should be brown. Now, this is feed corn in my area. What we do with the feed corn is we feed the animals with it. So we let it dry out on the stalk. The corn dries out on the stalk, which means it turns brown, and before they harvest it, the whole plant, everything brown. A lot of green corn still in my area. This is feed corn. It's not supposed to be green this time of year. I mean, slightly, yes, but I'm talking no signs of brown at all. But some of them are, some of them aren't. You'll see it this weekend. Trust me, I'm getting that video. Even if it, yeah, I don't need to sleep, right? I don't sleep anyway. Yep, that's basically my update for October 1st on how we're looking on food. Well, yeah, potential food. So let's talk about my attitude readjustment. My boss told me I needed an attitude readjustment because, well, I go to this one place typically, you know, a few times a week, sometimes every day of a week. I go to this one place. There are people at this place that I'm not going to mention names or anything like that. There's a woman there and a guy there, and they both have a bad attitude. Apparently so do I. So these people are always very rude to me. This is a customer service location, and the customers go in there and they do the same thing I do, just on a smaller scale. They go in there and they pick up some boxes. Sometimes they have, you know, a small pallet of boxes, and they offload it into a pickup truck or a van. Usually I'm the biggest thing there, you know, 53-foot trailer right here, and they typically put 2 to 3, you know, on a heavy day, 5 pallets in my truck. It takes them maybe 10 minutes if they're actually doing their jobs, which is rare. But, you know, anyway, so yesterday, you know, this has nothing to do with food shortage, I know, but we're just going to try and make this quick for you because, yeah. They basically, a pallet fell over that they asked me to pick it up. Typically, this is my first stop where I go here, and they never really have seen any other freight in my truck. But every time I leave their facility, their pallets fall over every single time because they don't wrap them correctly and they stack them too high. And they've been told this many times by several people, been complained about by their customers, by our, you know, contractors, everything. Everybody complains about it. They don't fix it. But, you know, suddenly somebody else's pallet falls over, and then it's a big thing. So I was told that it was the S word with a TY at the end, F word with the ING at the end, driving, that caused that pallet to move over by one of their customer service representatives. I told him exactly what he could go do to himself, if you get my meaning. Yeah, I'm a truck driver. I can be vulgar. And, you know, biblically, cussing and cursing, 2 different things. Completely different things. But, yeah, you will be judged for everything you say. So, it was suggestive. I'll go repent later. It was suggestive. It wasn't a curse or a threat. It was suggestive. I was suggesting what he should go do to himself. Anyway, point being, I have the bad attitude. I get to go back there today. My attitude's going to be in check today. Yeah, I'm going to check it before I go in, check it on my way out, make sure it's at the perfect level of badness, I guess. I don't know. Point being, we're all going to die. Food shortage, crops, and all that stuff. I'm going to be really cynical today. You're going to hear something. I'm going to step outside. I don't think I can be any more cynical than this. Sorry about the loud, obnoxious sounds. And yeah, I'm just in this kind of a mood today, so I'm going to walk around outside my truck and I'm going to show you something. And I know this isn't for everybody who watches my videos because, you know, I know how people are. But there are some people that, you know, they don't subscribe. They come across my videos, they don't subscribe. So I just want to explain something to them. Do you see this right here? This blinky thing right here. You know what this means? This means this large truck right here is going that way. So if you see this blinky thing right here, move. Yeah, that's about as cynical as I'm going to be. Sorry for that. I just thought it needed to be said. But yeah, blinky things mean get out of the way because I'm coming there. It doesn't mean sit there and stare at the blinky thing. You would not believe how many people, sorry about the chair in my hand in your face, but you wouldn't believe how many people do not understand that the blinky thing means the big truck is coming in that direction. You wouldn't believe it. They literally, you turn on the blinky thing and they just stare at it like, ooh, pretty lights. Yeah, it's real. Sorry, I'm being cynical, but hey, that's the kind of day I'm having. I hope everyone else is having a better day. I get to go back and see the people and, you know, check my attitude with them later. Food crops, or the crops, food shortages, and crops, we're having issues. Video will be up this weekend, I promise. If it doesn't get up, that means I cut my arm off or stab myself in the finger again like I did yesterday with my own knife. Not going there. Don't ask. Knife safety. Anyway, keep it grim. Remember, like, subscribe, share, spread the word. We all have to. Have a good one.